Hello everyone and welcome to another beer review. Now, today we're doing one of the beers that I managed to get when I was in Leeds last week. So I was in Leeds last week and most people will probably know that I put out a video asking for help and there was no audio in that video, plus then it started to go a bit slow and everything else. I don't know what made it go slow, I don't know what the hell was going on with that, but I do know what happened to the audio. What happened was that I was doing it on my phone and the phone decided to connect to the Bluetooth headphones that I had in my pocket that were actually in the charging case. So I don't know how, because supposed to be when they're in the charging case and everything else, they shouldn't be connecting. But for some strange reason it connected to my bloody phone. So of course I'm none the wiser, speaking away, and of course it's not recording it because it's sitting in its case in my pocket. So there you go. God knows what it was recording, but it certainly wasn't me. So I then did another video explaining this after basically people highlighted what an absolute cretin I am, and that video didn't work. Although fair play to a lot of people who did view that video, realised what I was actually kind of wanting to do, and they gave me recommendations anyway, so thanks for that. But it just shows you what an absolute cretin I was and how intuitive and switched on the viewers are. So well done and thanks for that. So what I did was I picked up a golden sheep ale. Ooh! Hopefully this will be quite good. So, a different breed of golden ale apparently, and it's come from the Black Sheep Brewery. I quite like some of the products from the Black Sheep Brewery. In fact, most of the ones I've quite enjoyed. And of course, Golden Sheep Ale, founded by Paul Theakston, the original Black Sheep. So there we go. So it's a single hopped, all day golden ale, packing floral notes with hints of bitter and orange peel. Easy drinking, refreshing and perfectly balanced. Independently brewed in Masham, Yorkshire, using fresh Dales water and our iconic Yorkshire Square fermenters. There you go. So it's 4.5%, it's 500ml, and it's roughly about £2 a bottle. So let's get this cracked open and see what it's like. I'm actually looking forward to this because you know, there's a few beers that I wanted to try, and this has been one of them. There's a few. There's Timothy Taylor Dark I want to try as well, which I've got that, and it will be coming up. So there's things like that, but there's also some other good Yorkshire bitters that were recommended to me because I do like a bitter. I do like a golden ale as well, but I do like a bitter, so it'll be interesting to see what they're like and see if they live up to my expectations. So there we go. This is what it looks like. It's a slightly kind of getting more towards amber than golden ale, so it's quite a darker golden ale. I would say it's right on the kind of the cusp of the transition between a golden ale and an amber ale, and yeah, that's the kind of colour it is. It's very kind of light amber. There isn't that golden colour there. Smell wise, getting pale malts, slight hint of sweetness. Not really getting floral. I'm not really getting any floral notes, but I am getting pale malts. And that kind of slightly hint of kind of caramel sweetness. So let's see what it tastes like. Right. Well, there is the malt there. There is a slight caramel flavour to it and slight sweetness. They did say, what were they saying there? Packing floral notes and hints of bitter orange peel. Am I missing something here? don't taste any floral notes. Don't taste any orange peel. In fact, I don't really taste any bitterness either. A single hopped all day golden ale packing floral notes. Nope. And hints of bitter orange peel. Nope. What I'm getting is light pale malt, hint of caramel, slight sweetness, not really much else. Which is a bit disappointing. Because what I've had from Black Sheep in the past, beers that I've had, they've been quite nice, they've definitely been flavoursome and everything else, they've been packing flavours. As you can see, this is a bit of a disappointment. It's like a mill pond, just kind of lacking kind of any life. Kind of lacking flavours. Honestly, I don't know what they're talking about floral wise. And hints of orange peel. Jesus. This is actually quite just. I was actually looking forward to this bloody beer. You know, it's like that type of thing. You should never meet your heroes. But sometimes you get an idea in your head of certain beers. You think, oh, you know, you listen to the description of them, or you read them online. And you think, oh, that sounds good. Bit nice to try that. You think, oh, and then you get a bottle. You think, oh, here we go. And then you're thinking, after tasting it, there's all these flavours. You feel like you've been robbed. You feel like, you know, you've woken up on Christmas Day and you've got all these promises, all these kind of hints of what you're going to get, what you're going to get, what you're going to get, and then you're thinking, fucking tangerine. Well, I'm not even getting the tangerine with this, for fuck's sake. Not even getting a hint of citrus. Never mind. Orange, pithy bitterness. Oh dear. That's a bollock. That really is disappointing, seriously. God, look how flat it is too. Look, Jesus. Right, let's break down the flavours. Starts off, you're getting pale malts, a little hint of grain, and kind of quite a gentle kind of caramel flavour with a little hint of sweetness. Moves on to the mid-tongue. You've still got the caramel kind of hints, but it's kind of died down a bit in the mid-tongue, as well as the malts. The malts have kind of died down a bit in the mid-tongue. The grain is kind of still kind of sitting there a bit. Excuse me. And you've still got a bit of sweetness there. It's quite gassy, especially in the aftertaste. Seems to kind of all kind of accumulate in the back of your fucking mouth. And then, it really is, the front of the mouth doesn't have that bang. The flavours, the kind of intensity of flavours you're getting in the front of the mouth is more towards a kind of a watered down mid-tongue, really. It just doesn't have that initial bang there at all. And then when you get onto the mid-tongue, well, let's be totally honest, the mid-tongue you might as well forget, because it's lacking, absolutely lacking. And then you move on to the aftertaste, whereas everything's kind of starting to dissipate, especially the kind of slightly caramel and underlying sweetness, and you just get this little accents of bitterness. And yeah, it's not any kind of orange peel bitterness, it's not even a kind of real strong bitterness, it's just a kind of a little accent of bitterness after all the flavours have buggered off. So it's left like it's been overshadowed, it's been hiding behind every other flavour, and now they've buggered off, that's what you're left with. disappointing. Absolutely disappointing, I'm going to be honest with that. And look at it, it's like an absolute bloody mill pond, look at it. Absolute shocker. I would expect it better from Black Sheep, I really would. It's lacking body, lacking flavour. I mean, the flavours that are there aren't particularly that strong. I mean, they're a bit watery. And half the blooming stuff they've mentioned in the label's not there at all. And it just, the mouthfeel isn't so great because all the kind of carbonation just seems to accumulate at the back of the throat. So what would I give this out of 10? Oh, there's a question. I've got to be fair to it. It really is quite disappointing. I'm going to give this a 4, and I'm being generous. To be totally honest, I'm being generous because it's between a 3 and a 4. It really is. It's that blooming bad. It's just an absolute non-event and really quite disappointing. And I'm quite really disappointed in it. I really am, because I was looking forward to them. Because there's quite a few beers that I was really wanted to try from a few different breweries, and there was quite a few I wanted to try from Black Sheep that I hadn't tried before. And I was looking forward to it because what I've had before, thinking, these have been really quite nice. So I had high hopes for them. And yeah, well, it just shows you, don't ever meet your heroes. And yeah, 4 out of 10, roughly about £2 a bottle. Would I recommend it? No. Unless you like bland, watery beer, then yeah, go for it. It'll be right up your street. But if you want something with kind of more bold flavours that are easily identified and everything else, then no. From start to finish, this beer seems to kind of disappoint on so many different levels. So it's a 4 out of 10. My view is, well, this brewery can do so much better, and I wouldn't waste my time with this, to be totally honest. Go for something like Rigwelter or something like that, because no, this is lacking completely. I'll be totally honest, if this is supposed to be a good kind of golden ale from Yorkshire, then well, you better get it down south, because there's far better golden ales down in southern England than this, easily. Seriously, this is just shocking. So yeah, 4 out of 10, don't bother your arse. Thanks for watching, cheers, and bye for now.